Hey everyone, today I will teach you how you can actually make your own mods for Fallout 4 using FO4Edit, or as it is called, XEdit. This is very easy to do. You can actually use this video as a step-by-step guide for yourself, so you can actually follow here with me along. So first what you will need to do is obviously get XEdit or Fallout4Edit from Nexus Mods. Just look for Fallout4Edit, Google it, and it will pop up right here. Install it, download the file manually, of course, install the app, and then you will see it right here on your taskbar when you pin it, and it will of course open already. So you want to change something specifically in Fallout 4, but you don't know how, just use XEdit. Once it is installed, this will pop up right here. Of course, now you see much more because I have over 600 mods running here, but usually you would only see Fallout 4 ESM and all of those DLCs right here. Then if you want to, let's say you want to change a specific weapon parameter, for example, the damage of a certain weapon, then you just click on Fallout 4 ESM right here. It takes a bit to load here, and then you wait for a few seconds. And then you will see these two files. So click on Fallout 4 ESM, and then all of these files will here open. We want to edit a weapon, so we of course are looking for weapons, right? So down here you see weapon on the left side. You click it, and then you will see all of the weapons listed. We just drag it open for you here. Here are the weapons: pipe guns, assault rifles, miniguns, and batons, baseball bats, knives, etc, etc, etc. Of course, if you have weapon mods that replace the vanilla weapons, this is something else you will have to do, because then you will have to edit the base files of the weapon mod that you want to actually use to replace the weapon. This is something else. Let's say you have the vanilla weapons installed and you want to change the base damage, for example, for, let's say, the let me see, where is it? The rolling pin. Very easy to do. Or let's say the, where is it? The baseball bat. See there, no, this is the baseball mine. I want to see the baseball bat because it looks better. Oh, also wanted to do it for quite some time now. Where's the baseball bat, guys? Please help me look for it. Takes a little while because it's just, the list is so big. You have so many weapons here. Unarmed combat. You even can change the damage of your unarmed attacks. So yeah, let's say we want a Chinese officer sword to change its damage, for example. You pull it up and then you will see this big list here, and you'll get confused and say, oh no, what is this? What do I have to do here? Very easy, guys, don't panic. You just scroll all the way down if you want to change the damage of the weapon until you meet this list right there, the DNMA data. And then you will go down here. This is the range. You can even edit the range if you want to. Attack delay, the damage out of range multiplier, etc, etc, etc. We want to look at the damage, the base damage, which is, let me see 1 second, stagger. No, I want to see the base damage. Where's the base damage? Where's the base damage? 1 second, guys. Where's the damage? Should be here. Damage secondary. Damage base, there it is. Base damage. This is what you're looking for if you want to edit the base damage. You can even change the value, so the selling value of a certain item. Let's say you want to cheat yourselves millions of caps, then you will change the selling value to, let's say, 1 million per piece, and then you don't have to worry about money any longer in the game. Of course, base damage is 16 is quite low, so what you do here is you have to do something very specific to change the base damage. You right click on the mod here with your mouse, and then you go all the way here to let me see, copy as override into. You click on that one, and then it will ask you if you are sure if you want to edit it. Yes, I'm sure. And then you'll select the first one. This is going to be an ESP file, so you're actually creating a weapon mod with this one. You click on this one and select OK. This one, yes, and OK. It will create a new file. Let's say I want to call this the OP baseball bat. Boom, there you go. You are not supposed to name it after the Chinese officer sword or something else. Let's say, okay, not baseball bat, because this would be confusing. OP sword. Let's call it like this, OP sword. Then we know it's the OP sword. Let me click OK, and now a newest ESP file has been created alongside the original Chinese officer sword. And then you go down here and look again for the base damage, which is 16. And now you can actually change this value. From 16, let's say I want to have it in very high damage, let's say 100. And click on enter, and this is, as you can see, now highlighted because you changed the base damage in the original file and override it now with this ESP file, which is called OP Sword ESP. And now the base damage is being overwritten to 100, so it will be 100 as base damage from the Chinese officer sword. And now you go to File, you go on those 3 dots here, and Save. And now you have the option to save your plugin. So this is a new mod you're creating, the OP Sword, and you click on OK. And now, as you can see, it's done saving. You have created a new mod, which is called OP Sword. And now we're going to close Fallout4Edit. And now we're going to go to Vortex and check if the plugin is working. Of course, there's also another method I'm going to show you right there, how to check if the mod is installed and if it is working. Let it work for a second. Now we're going to search for OP Sword, and as you can see, it is disabled by default. Now I'm going to enable it. The game will run through the plugins, and it has been enabled. Of course, I still need to deploy everything, because otherwise it will not work. Deploy the mods. This will deploy. And now for the other method, how you can check if the ESP is installed, also very easy. You go to where your Fallout 4 is installed, which means data. In my case, Steam Library, Steam Apps, Common, Fallout 4. And then you go to data, the data folder. Click on it, and then you search here in the search bar, OP Sword. And as you can see, it is inside. The ESP file is in Steam Library, Steam Apps, Common, Fallout 4, and data. So it is actually inside, it is working. And if you want to disable the plugin or remove the mod that you just made, just look up on your Explorer for the file and the plugin name that you created. Very important, please remember how the plugin is named, so you don't have to look for it for hours. My tip, write it down in like a notepad folder. You open Notepad, just create a new file and make your ESP plugins there and just name them there, and you know where to find them and how you can actually see them. So guys, this is how you can actually find your ESP. And now we're going to go into the game and see if these changes actually have been applied to the Chinese officer sword, and if I was right all along. Let's go guys and have some fun. So guys, once we are in Fallout 4, you will have to look for the Chinese officer sword that we just changed. So we are here at the castle, and you will have to spawn it in via the console. So you're going to look for some dark wall, because the console otherwise is very dark and not visible. You press your hotkey for the console, and then you type in help. I'm going to type in sword and 4. That's how you can look for items in the game. And then you can see NPC. Why is the weapon not there? Let's say, okay, let's say help Chinese 4. And now we have the weapon, Chinese officer sword. Let me spawn this in. How you spawn this in is very easy. You type in player.add item. And then you're going to look at the number here, at the weapon stat. Please zoom in if you don't see it correctly. The web here, and then you go this number, 00147BE4. This is what we type in here next. So it's going to be 00147B E and 4, and after this you have to enter the number, how many items you actually want to add in. I'm just going to add 1 and then enter. The item has been added to my inventory, as you can see on the upper left, and now we're going to see if it actually applies. So we're going to go down to C, Chinese officer sword. As you can see, this weapon now has a base damage of 200, because I also use perks to increase my base melee weapon damage, and now you can see this weapon, this Chinese officer sword, has been buffed 100 damage up in its numbers, guys. So as you can see, the ESP applies. You have created an amazing new mod for Fallout 4, which you can actually post on Nexus Mods, and maybe someone will download it if they want to. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you had tons of fun with me with this beautiful Fallout 4 edit guide for Fallout 4, how to install mods with Fallout 4, and how to actually make them with Fallout 4 Edit. And if you have any questions, of course, down below in the comments, you can ask them, and the link to Fallout 4 Edit will, of course, be in the description down below. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Have a great day, and please be sure to subscribe, because every one of you helps out a ton. Thanks so much, guys, and have a great day. Bye-bye.